Hi, this is a collab with Gail's Southern Living, Mountain Grandma, and Living in the Piedmont. Hi, we'll be making this. It's a free pattern. I will link in the description, and it's from Gray Barn Designs. You can find the information there. Thank you. Okay, grab your scraps and let's get started. We're just going to sew down the lines we just drew. Now we're just going to cut a 1/4 inch away from where we sewed. Finger press open and then place the other square on the other side and do the same thing. We're going to sew down the line we drew to make our flying geese units. Now we're going to place a square on the larger rectangle, draw a line, and sew down that line. Now cut a 1/4 inch away from your stitch line. Now you're going to finger press open, place the other square on the other side, draw a line, and stitch on there. Now we're going to cut off the other side 1/4 inch away from the stitch line. Now place the top of your heart on top of the bottom of your heart and stitch across. Now we're going to sew the white strips all the way around the heart. This thing is really loud. There's something wrong with my machine. Yes, I do believe so. My heart's a little wonky, so I'm going to trim it up before I put on the borders on the other side. Now just sew the other white strips to the top and bottom of your heart. Now I'm just trimming the borders so they're all even. Now we're going to add the red borders the same way. Now sew on the top and bottom borders. Trim borders so they're even. Now let's make a quilt sandwich. Quilt as desired. I'm just doing some straight lines. Now I just need to trim it up and sew on the binding. I'm just sewing 2 strips of binding together on a diagonal. I ironed my binding in half. Now I'm just going to stitch it on the right side. There we go. What is up with that thing? I'm just going to do this straight down there and see what happens. Sew across here. And cut this off. And then sew it down. Now flip it to the other side and either hand stitch or machine stitch. I'm just going to machine stitch mine off camera. And there it is.